What's up, guys? Today we're gonna learn how to backside heel from Neen Williams. Neen Williams is like the king of heel flips, so it's only right that we learn how to backside heel flip from the king of heel flips himself. We're gonna do a few things in this video. Number one, real quick, we're gonna get a tramp board session where we practice back heels to see if tramp boarding will help me learn back heels in real life. Then we're gonna do a quick little PT session, and then we're gonna head to the skate park and see if we can actually learn back heels. We're gonna break down Neen Williams' technique so that somebody like you or me can figure this out. So first thing on the agenda, let's just do some back heels on the trampoline. Honestly, that's kind of like some super gnarly cardio. So decent warm up, but gotta get some PT going for my right knee. And my left knee was feeling a little bit weird yesterday, so we're gonna get that straightened out. But first I wanna go over the trick breakdown for Neen Williams' backside heel flip, so I can show you guys what I'm gonna be paying attention to as I learn this trick. And then at the end, I'll let you know whether or not my guesses actually worked out and whether it's something that you should copy or whether my approach was like completely off. So the first thing that you notice about Neen Williams is how he winds up his shoulders. So if you watched my Nigel Houston taught me how to backside flip video, a lot of the same shoulder and hip positions are gonna cross over into this video. The one thing that's changing is the flick. So you'll see his shoulders start really open. Then as he stands up, his shoulders start to close. And then as he pops and flicks his board, his shoulders, say his shoulders are like turned like this, he's flicking straight forward. So wherever his shoulders are, his hips are a little bit further behind. So you wanna lead with the shoulders and let the hips lag behind so that your flick is pointing a little bit like diagonally forward, and then the rotation of your shoulder is what actually brings the board around. Now with a backside flip, because you're flicking off of the toe side of the board, you really have to exaggerate that lagging motion. With a heel flip, obviously it's going to be a little bit different because you're flicking in towards the toe side, so it's not going to be as dramatic, but you can see Neen Williams, his shoulders lead and his hips lag. The next thing that you'll notice is how his back shoulder comes around. A lot of this will just come naturally if you really open up your shoulders to begin with at the beginning of the trick, and then as you stand up you swing your shoulders. That allows your back shoulder to come around so that way you can land backwards and get the full rotation. So for me, the key things that I'm going to be thinking of is just to rotate my shoulders ahead of my hips. I think that applies to everybody across the board, but one thing that applies to me in particular is I have a tendency to lean onto my toes when I'm spinning backside. So I'm going to try and, as I lead with my shoulder, not let my front shoulder dip. I want to keep my front shoulder tall so that way I get a straight up rotation straight down, just like I would do with the backside 180, and not let the heel flip distract me and kind of put me back into bad habits of leaning onto the toes. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. Let's get some PT done for the knees, and then we'll head off to the skate park, get a session, and then see if we can land a backside heel flip. Let's get it. All right, backwards running is done. I'm gonna go inside, do some foam rolling, and then we'll go to the skate park. editing this video and I realized I didn't really explain at all, like my process of learning this trick. So first off, I want to do my first backside heel on the hip. So I made sure that during my warm-up I did a back 180 and a backside flip, because it's pretty much the same trick as a backside flip. Obviously, you're just adding a heel flip. So I made sure to cover my bases and do those tricks on the step up as well as the hip, so that I knew I could get the backside rotation with the flip. Once I checked those off the list, I was ready to go ahead and start trying the backside heel. So here's how it went. Holy cow, that session was gnarly. I skated for a long time. Luckily, I was able to get the backside heel on the hip twice and then out of the bank twice, but not up the step up. But 2 out of 3, I'd say that's a win. I did 4 backside heels in total. So like, I don't know, I'm stoked with that. Only thing was though, they could have definitely been cleaner and I would have kept going, but my camera or my phone battery died. I did meet Skate Moss. I'll find a clip of her somewhere skating by. If you don't know who Skate Moss is, she's like a fashion designer. Anyways, talked to her for a second. She was super sick. I felt weird asking because you probably get people like coming up to you all the time. She's like, no, honestly, I'd prefer that. I wish I would have like talked to her more, because like she knows people, you know? Your boy is trying to skate the barracks. Apparently she's got a house here, or her family does, so maybe I'll see her around. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but speaking of famous people, in a couple weeks I'm gonna be going to Street League again. So I'm gonna be doing a ton of Street League videos. I'm gonna go to the Street League. I'm gonna talk to a ton of pros. So let me know in the comments below, what questions do you have for your favorite pros? And if I see them there, I'll ask them your questions and make videos about it. But yeah, hopefully I'm going to get like content for days. And just luckily I was able to get those backside heel flips. Honestly, it was pretty much just like I expected. It was really all in the shoulders. It's really just convincing your body to do 2 things at once. You do it with your upper body, you do a backside 180, and then with your lower body you just do a heel flip. Like, it sounds simple, but it's really having like the control over your body to just do 2 motions at once. And when you start to think about it that way and it starts to click, then it's just like a matter of time before one comes around and you can land on it. One thing that was making it really hard though is I kept riding up the hip at a certain angle that would basically put the weight onto my toes. And so then I started riding up at a little bit different angle so that I could ride up and keep the weight on my heel. So like more like a bank and less like a hip. And that helped me a ton to be able to just keep my weight in the right place. And then at that point it was just kind of like a little rotation and a heel flip. When I tried it out of the bank, it was kind of the same thing. Obviously I just threw my shoulders more. And then for me, the tough part was like I kept on, my instinct was to like put my back foot down and stop the rotation of the board. And I really had to fight that and just keep my feet up. Both the ones I landed out of the bank were not my favorite. Like I landed really stiff-legged, but I'm just hyped that I landed 4 backside heels. Like, I don't know. Hopefully they'll get better than they were today, but like, that's a new trick. I'm gonna like make myself do this in other sessions, like try and get this trick like figured out. Hopefully this video is entertaining for you. If you do like these videos, I try and make 4 every week. So if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed as well. Give the video a like if you do like it. It helps more people see it and helps my channel grow. I'm trying to like make it on YouTube. So all of your support means the world. Before you leave, before we end this video, I'm gonna do a quick big flip on the trampoline to see if I can earn your like. Just put it down. We're gonna go first try. First try Friday. Got stuff in my pockets and oh boy. Okay, here we go. First try. Oh man, pressure. Oh yes! You've gotta like the video. Alright. Make every day Friday. Check out thefridaywarehouse.com. Get yourself a shirt, Bye.